Good evening and welcome to the Ketterer Charter School's 2023 commencement ceremony. You may be seated. This evening, I am proud to greet the students who've succeeded in taking a significant step toward the future. The purpose of tonight's convocation is to confer diplomas upon these candidates for graduation who have completed the academic requirements set forth by Ketterer Charter School. Everyone in this room tonight is here to acknowledge the accomplishments of those who you sit with. Graduates, make sure you acknowledge those who have helped you to achieve this goal. Again, welcome and congratulations to our candidates. Since I just had you sit down, I'm going to ask you to stand up and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and then please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Brooke Pierce, principal, who will introduce tonight's student speakers.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce Senior Felicia Brown, who will share some thoughts with you.
Wayne Gretzky famously said, "You miss 100% of the shots you never take." This is one of my favorite quotes. As I sit in class, I look around at my peers and I see people with negative attitudes who never do their work spouting, "What is the point?" So, what is the point? Good evening. My name is Felicia Brown, and I never saw the point. I was in my homeschool barely getting by until I wasn't. I knew in my head that doing the work was the right thing to do, but I just didn't want to. So summer came around and my friends were sleeping in, making money, going places, and having fun. And where was I? Summer school. This was a low point in my life, but it was also a turning point. I was on the brink of falling behind and it scared me. I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to be different with different classmates. I wanted to graduate on time like I was supposed to. It was both an academic and spiritual awakening. Now here's where my heart aligned with my head and they both were singing the same song. You can do this. You can do this. I rededicated my next year to improving myself in many ways. Schoolwork and learning is now a priority. I am passing the classes I was once failing and I'm feeling good about the work that I am achieving. This past year, my academic highlights include a 4.0 in math. And math is hard. I worked on a community project and I wrote a poem and got published in a book. Yes, a real book. I feel good about my academic accomplishments. I feel great about my overall attitude. I feel awesome about being able to focus on myself, and I feel amazing about prioritizing my life without putting anyone else down. And so this, my friends, this is the point. Make your life as great as possible. To the people that say, what is the point? They're always the same people that have big dreams about having a great house and a nice car and stuff like that. But you can't do that if you don't take the steps you need to make that happen. I believe that if you don't take the shot, you are certain to miss. Seth Godin said, but what if I fail? You will. The answer to that question is you will. A better question might be, after I fail, what then? Well, if you've chosen well, after you fail, you will be one step closer to succeeding. You'll be wiser, stronger, and almost certainly will be more respected by all of those who were afraid to try. I like to close by asking my fellow graduates to stand. Hold on, I lost my spot. Here we stand after falling and having asked, what now? Here we are, one step closer to success, wiser, stronger, and respected. Thank you for standing beside me on this journey. Thank you to the teachers, staff, administration, family, and friends who have supported us in overcoming the obstacles and being here today. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce Senior Christian Gano, who will present a student address.
Students of Robert Keeter Charter School, I want to start this speech with gratitude for the people who have come into our lives over the years. To teachers, guidance counselors, parents, and peers, I commend you on pushing us beyond what we thought we were capable of. I would not be here on the stage without my aunt and uncle who sit among the audience today. They have encouraged me to discover my own path in life and have pushed me beyond my comfort zone. Again, thank you to everyone involved in our lives. There will always be challenges for us to overcome as we move forward in the next chapter of our life. One of those I want to change right here today is we spend too much time worrying about what other people think of us. And I'm telling you, a lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of a sheep. We are the revolutionaries of tomorrow. What we do matters. What we accomplish in our lives moving forward will change other lives, and we shall not be held back by those who doubt our capabilities or discourage us from making change. Something to keep in mind is success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This was said by Winston Churchill. It is courage and hope that keeps our will alive, and no one can take that from us. I'm telling you this today because I learned the hard way. I dwelled on the opinions of others who told me things like, you won't be good enough, or gay people like you can't accomplish anything. And I believed them to the point where I no longer valued my own life. But now, I want to live my life because today is borrowed time for me, and I want to make the difference and prevent those from traveling the same path as me. And this is why I'm choosing to go to Slippery Rock next fall and study psychology. I'll leave you with this. Diversity. Diversity is what we all represent. We are here from different backgrounds. We're all here due to past choices. Today, we start by moving forward, looking clearly and bravely into the future and in the direction in which we are headed. Finally, remember this. Too many people in this world try to blend in and be normal, then wonder why they're unhappy. I'm telling you, you can't blend in when you're born to stand out. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce graduating senior Alicia Dill, who will present the final student address.
So someone told me that public speaking would be easier if I just closed my eyes. But then I thought to myself, so how would I know when everyone got up and walked out the door? Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." We have been given a weapon that no one can ever take from us. We have been gifted the most valuable thing in the world, an education. I never thought I would be giving a speech about my success, but here we are. We did it. This year was the hardest, but definitely the most successful of them all. We, both as a class and individually, have accomplished a lot this year. I want to thank all the families, friends, teachers, students, and staff that have helped us along the way. To the graduates, our high school years have come to an end, but this is truly just the beginning. We will have a lot of decisions to make in the next couple of years or even months when considering the list of our futures will hold. But no matter what goal or goals you choose, work towards it every day, no matter how unreachable or unreasonable it may feel. Quitting will never speed up the process. So go forth and accomplish the unpredictable. In the words of Michael Jordan, some people want it to happen, some people wish it could happen, but others make it happen. Thank you.
At this time, I have the distinguished honor and pleasure to introduce tonight's keynote speakers. We have two. Starting with Miss Emily Barton, was a Ketterer school student in 2015, making me feel really old, Emily. She first began her programming in Middle Creek Female Secure before stepping down to Colony Home. She completed her Adelphoi program successfully. Emily went back home and graduated in 2017 from Seton LaSalle High School. She studied at Thiel College for a year after graduation. She then transferred to CCAC for nursing and used the Adelphoi Promise to help with her education. She graduated from the Community College of Allegheny County in May 2022 with her nursing degree. She's a registered nurse currently working at McGee Women's Hospital in the medical ICU. Emily lives in Elizabeth, just outside of Pittsburgh. She resides with her fiance, Tyler, and son, River. We are excited and honored to have her back to speak to you tonight. Please help me welcoming her to the stage, Miss Emily Barton.
Well, good evening, everybody. Congratulations to the class of 2023. This is such an amazing accomplishment that you all have done here today. It may seem really small now. Like Ms. Pierce said, yes, I was here at Middle Creek Female Secure. I spent a couple of months there, and then I spent the other half of my time at Colony Home. So you see, we're not much different, and big things can happen. So let's start with today. It's been many years since I've been on the campus. Just like she said, I finished in 2015. So I'm now 25. That was like almost 10 years ago. So big things can happen in that time. A lot in my life has changed for the better, but some of that would not be possible without my family, my friends, and most certainly Adelphoi. Today, you all graduate and may choose to further your education. And with the help of Adelphoi, they can certainly help you with the promise. They helped me continue my education, and I became an ICU nurse, and that was my dream job. That's always what I wanted to do. So shoot big. You can always do it. You can always achieve your goals. They opened that door for schooling for me and allowed me to accomplish my dream. So like your classmates have said, dream big, and keep moving forward. Now I have my 1.5-year-old son. His name is River, and I'm here with my fiance, Tyler. So there is one quote that I do really like. It's Abe Lincoln. He did say it. The best way to predict your future is to simply create it. You can only create your future. Keep moving forward, and you can push through all goals in all aspects, in all areas of your life. Don't diminish yourselves. Your past is the past. Keep moving your feet forward, and you will achieve your goals one day at a time, even minute by minute. Okay? So that's about it for me. Hold on.
Our second keynote speaker is a woman of strength, courage, dignity, one who values herself and fights for what she believes in. A woman who won't give up on her dreams regardless of the obstacles in her way. Marita Bryant did not pursue a 43-year career cleaning up the streets of Pittsburgh with 2 different police departments, the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police and the Allegheny County Police Department. Bryant retired from the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police in 2016 after 39 years, having achieved the post of Assistant Superintendent, and then retired again in July 2020 from the Allegheny County Police as Assistant Superintendent of the Uniform Division. More than half of her years in law enforcement were spent in supervisory positions, a nod to her knowledge and innate ability to be a good cop, a job she never really aspired until the opportunity arose. She is currently a consultant with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police as a cold case investigator. Marita has taught ethics and moral values to cadets at County Police Academy, as well as implicit bias as part of Pittsburgh Bureau's Procedural Justice Committee. She's taught for Penn State, overseas, and to students at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Throughout her career, Marita has been actively engaged in reducing violent crime and promoting positive police-community relations within the city of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. She was the facilitator for the Moms and Cops program, a domestic violence program for the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police for 15 years. She was also the executive director of SOS, Save Our Sisters, a teen intervention program. In 1999, she founded the Pittsburgh chapter of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement, where she currently serves as vice president. Throughout her career, she has served on numerous nonprofit boards, including Adelphoi. She's a member of the Foundation of Hope, offering incarcerated individuals and returning citizens the opportunity for a new life, and is a lifetime member of the NAACP. Since retiring, Marita has started 2 businesses, one that utilizes her law enforcement experience and one that explores her creative side, Rita's Custom Wreath and Designs. We are honored and humbled by her attendance tonight. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage, Marita Bryant.
Emily, that was a beautiful success story. Beautiful. Good evening, class of 2023. And good evening, everyone. Let me first congratulate you on a job well done. This is just the beginning of your life's journey. So get ready and get set to live your best life. I'd like to share a quote with you written by Zig Ziglar, a famous author and motivational speaker. Some of the older people in the room might know who that is. He said, "In your hands, you hold the seeds of failure or the potential for greatness. Your hands are capable, but they must be used for the right things to reap the rewards you are capable of attaining. The choice is yours." What Mr. Ziegler was talking about is how the choices you make in life can either help you or hurt you. Imagine I'm holding an empty glass. Now pretend this empty glass is you. Everybody wants to pour something into your glass. Your parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, and loved ones have poured in love, values, manners, and respect. Your church leaders pour in spiritual guidance and goodness, and your teachers pour in knowledge, imagination, and creativity. As you mature, you start adding some stuff of your own. Everything that goes into your glass helps cultivate the adult that you will become. If you pour a lot of bad habits in your glass, or let fake friends convince you to pour out some of the good stuff, you may not like the person you become. Using a glass is just an analogy to show you how many contributing factors, good or bad, determine if you will be successful in life or if you will be disappointed with your life. Don't let past mistakes dictate your future. We all have made mistakes. It's up to you to fulfill your dreams. People who are generally disappointed with their lives are the ones who didn't have respect for themselves or for other people. They tend to be self-destructive and they make excuses for negative behavior. Benjamin Elijah Mays wrote a poem called "What Are Excuses?" Excuses are symbols of nothingness. They build bridges to nowhere. Those who use those tools always are masters of nothing. Don't go through life making excuses. Class of 2023, your glass is already half full, and you all have the potential to achieve greatness. You can become anything you want to be, especially with a little help from the Adelphoi promise. It's really all about how you use what has been instilled in you, like what your teachers here at Ketterer Charter School have poured into you. I learned a long time ago that when you use your gifts and talents to help others, you will reap the benefits of a successful and rewarding life. What has kept me focused throughout my life has been what was instilled in me by my mom, grandmom, close friends, teachers, and my pastor, and all those people who wanted to see me succeed in life. Believe me, I've had my share of hardships, disappointments, and trauma. When my mother was living, I always wanted her to be proud of me. She was my biggest cheerleader. I have 2 daughters, 4 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren who I never want to be ashamed of me. I've always strived to be a positive role model in my family and in my community, and you should too, because one day you will have your own family and you'll want to be known as a positive role model for your family and in your community. In closing, I want you always to remember what Zig Ziglar said. Look him up, Google him. What Zig Ziglar said: in your hands, you hold the seeds of failure or the potential for greatness. Also remember my analogy about the glass, that you only want to hold the good stuff in that glass, only the good stuff. Whatever you decide to do in life, do it well and be the best that you can be. Congratulations, the world awaits you. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is with honor and pleasure on behalf of the Ketterer Charter School faculty and administration that I present the candidates for diplomas. The members of the 2023 graduating class of Ketterer Charter School have demonstrated by attainment their worthiness to receive a diploma with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto as stipulated in the Charter of Ketterer Charter School. Thank you, Ms. Ottinger. By the virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon the candidates a diploma.
Mr. Carlquist will present diplomas to the graduates. Candidates, will you please stand? Ryan Byler. Ryan is from Akron, PA. He would like to recognize Judy and Glenn Byler, his brother Chris, and sister-in-law Melanie. He would also like to thank his family. He is grateful to have so many people helping him every step of the way and reminding him to do the right thing. He would also like to thank Adelphoi Village and the wonderful teachers and to thank them for giving him the opportunity to graduate and walk across the stage. After graduation, Ryan plans to attend Temple University for graphic design.
Kendall Blunt. Kendall is from Reading, PA, and Brooklyn, New York. He would like to dedicate his diploma to his family, most importantly, his loving mother and stepdad who pushed him hard and got him to become a better man. They also told him to focus on music. He wants to thank his counselor, Justin, for helping him with all of his ups and downs. After graduation, Kendall would like to continue making music, get a job, and go to school to become a barber.
Felicia Brown. Felicia is from Uniontown, PA. She would like to thank Julie Tackage. After graduation, she would like to take a gap year to work and then go to school for cosmetology.
Alicia Dill. Alicia is from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. She would like to recognize her mom, Amanda, for her constant support and pushing her to be her best, her sister, Alexis, for making her want to be a good role model and be the best version of herself. She would like to thank staff in her program for helping and supporting her on her journey. After graduation, she plans to go to college. She hopes to one day help guide people in the right direction like people have done for her.
Dacier Dixon. Dacier is from Philadelphia, PA. He would like to recognize Bolivia Davis, Nasir Sabri, and Sharon Brown. He would like to thank his mom, grandmother, and stepdad. After graduation, Dacier would like to go to college and major in business communications.
Yes.
Bella Eklund. Bella is originally from Portland, Oregon, but came to Adelphoi from Bucks County. She would like to recognize Joan, her child prep worker, for supporting her and being a mother figure in her life. She would also like to recognize her dad, Bruce, for providing fun memories like football, driving a tractor, and county fairs. These are memories she will never forget. He's also responsible for pushing her to be a better person and finding God. After graduation, Bella's plans are to transition to an independent living program where she hopes to attend college and become a criminal profiler.
Derek English. Derek is from Upper Darby and Westchester, PA. He would like to recognize his mother, Nicole Flood, and his stepdad, James Phillips. After graduation, Derek plans to use the Adelphoi Promise to enroll in community college. He also plans on going to a trade school to major in auto body or carpentry. Later on, he plans on starting his own business and becoming a successful and wealthy businessman.
Christian Gano. Christian is from Brookville, Pennsylvania. He would like to recognize Brandon and Sierra Gano. After graduation, Christian plans to attend Slippery Rock University to gain his master's in mental health counseling while also obtaining a minor in Spanish.
Hayden Hoover. Hayden is from Warminster, PA. She would like to recognize Heather Hoover. She would like to thank her mom for always being the best mother she possibly could and guiding her through life. She would also like to thank her two brothers, Kenny and Damien, for being the best big brothers a little sister could ever ask for, and for never giving up on her or letting her struggle alone. After graduation, Hayden plans to join the Navy and eventually go to college to become a vet.
Brianna Horn. Brianna is from Erie. She would like to recognize Bethany Pigman, a family friend, for giving her many opportunities in life. She would like to also thank Jason Merwin for being there at her lowest and providing her hope. Also, Dakota, the unit director at Colony Home, for accepting her back unconditionally and motivating her toward her discharge. After graduation, Brianna would like to attend Pitt, get a job, and live her best life. She would like to dedicate this night to her brother, Ajabari Horn, who she would have never been able to be successful here at Adelphoi without him and his support. Connor Kostenbotter. Connor is from Oil City, Pennsylvania. He would like to recognize Crystal and James Patterson. He would like to thank his mom. If it wasn't for her, he would have dropped out of school to help the family, and for encouraging him to keep moving forward so he could graduate. After graduation, Connor would like to join the Army and become a welder.
Teddy Kutsulio. Teddy is from Greensburg, PA. He would like to recognize Dawn Kozak and Ted and Corbin Kutsulio. After graduation, Teddy plans to become a mechanic or sell cars.
Rex Leota. Rex is from Greensburg. She would like to recognize Marie and Anthony Leota and would like to thank God and their cat Bree. Rex plans to attend Westmoreland County Community College for nursing using the Adelphoi Promise. Rex would like to thank Miss M for being a really good teacher and a nice person. Rex values their time at Ketterer and the opportunity to meet new people.
Alex Mancuso. Alex is from Pocono Mountains, PA. Alex would like to recognize Tyler Richards. He would like to thank his brother Tyler for giving him the advice that he should have been listening to since day one and for giving him the push that he needed. After graduation, Alex plans on joining the Army.
Christopher Marlowe. Christopher is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He would like to recognize his mother, Chantel, for helping him, never quitting on him, and being his constant emotional support. His grandmother, Patricia, for assisting him in becoming a better man. He would also like to thank Mrs. Pierce for being someone to listen and push him in school, Tyler Kopta for keeping him on the straight track and helping him to get home, and Jason Merwin for being a great mentor. His plans after graduation are to attend trade school for auto mechanical engineering.
Ajalik Morgan. Ajalik is from Chichester, PA. She would love to give a heavenly honorable mention to her late mother, brother, and grandmothers. They would have been so proud of her and her success. She would like to give thanks to Joshana and Isabel for pushing her hard throughout her life and believing she could make it. And lastly, she wishes to thank her Aunt Sylvia for motivating her before school. After graduation, she would like to take a gap year working. She hopes to earn her CPR license and eventually become a 911 dispatcher. She wishes to attend community college in the future and utilize the Promise program.
John Morgan Jr. John is from Jeanette, Pennsylvania. He would like to recognize Mercedes, John and Dave Morgan, and Carmela Klingensmith. He would also like to thank Tammy Kogut, Kyle Baxter, Judge Benoni, and his sister for helping him get this far in life, helping him get this far in school, and helping him understand math better. After graduation, John plans to go to barber school and go on to business school so that eventually he can open his own barber shop and his family will never have to struggle again.
Cameron Ream. Cameron is from Stallstown, PA. He would like to recognize his mother, Dorothy Myers, and grandma, Mickey Stanley. To his grandma, he is appreciative of her always being there for him, supporting him, taking care of him, and pushing him to become a better person. He would like to thank Ms. M for helping him believe in him, and thanks to Mr. U for always challenging him to be better than the day before. After graduation, Cameron plans to attend WCCC for nursing.
Jose Rodriguez. Jose is from Lancaster, PA. He would like to recognize Dorothy and Julio Rodriguez. He would like to thank Mrs. Hahn for helping him through the school year. After graduation, he plans to go to college for construction.
Malik Taylor. Malik is from Lancaster, PA. He would like to thank all of his teachers and his family who gave him wisdom, his counselor, DeSanio, and the staff at Adelphoi, and Mr. Sean for helping him plan for his post-secondary education. After graduation, Malik plans to go to independent living while he has a job and go to college for entrepreneurship. He is also hoping to get a home pass to celebrate with his family.
Anthony C. Valentine. Anthony is from Bell Vernon. He would like to recognize Jody and Thomas Valentine. He would like to thank his mom and dad for being there every step of the way and not letting him slack. After graduation, Anthony plans to go into construction and attend college.
So graduates, will you all please stand? At this time, I would ask that all graduates move their tassels to the left. You kind of did what I was going to say next. Will everyone please join me in congratulating the Ketterer Charter Schools graduating class of 2023. For all the practice we had, you guys did a really nice job. Really nice job. So this concludes the 23 commencement ceremony. Congratulations. Best wishes to all. You're welcome to stay and take pictures. And of course, there are cookies, which I promised all these folks. All right.
And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah.